Domain expansion. Infinite void.
In the world of anime, voices are more than just sound. They're the souls of the characters that you love, the echoes of their struggles, triumphs, and deepest secrets. Today, we're honoring the voices behind them, the Japanese and English voice actors whose talent brought those characters to life, those who made us believe in every whispered secret and every battle cry. This is the Anime Odyssey, and these are the voices that we'll never forget.
Damn, that was
That
good.
was it.
That was good.
That was it.
I feel inspired.
Heavy breathing. Well, welcome back to the Anime Odyssey.
It's good to be back.
Yes, Dean is back with me.
I am back. I am alive, and I'm here.
Yeah.
Back in the open seas of anime.
Yeah. So if you you couldn't gather from that opening, this is the voice acting episode, where Dean and I are going to discuss our favorite Japanese and English voice actors. So that's gonna be fun.
It is, because we experience anime in different languages or different ways. So it'll be interesting to hear each other's actors.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's since I'm more versed in the Japanese voice actors, I'm gonna go over the Japanese.
Yeah.
And since he's more versed in English dubs, he's gonna go over the English voice actors. So that's how we're gonna handle that, but that'll be a little bit later in the episode. So yeah. What have you been up to, Dean? Have you been playing anything? Watching anything?
No, I'm just, I've been heavily into, still sparking. I love it. Any chance I can, I play that. I guess news with that is, it's kind of losing a lot of its player base.
Is it?
Probably mostly for online. Yeah, because like ranked is kind of, I don't know.
Is it,
People
like,
aren't just
sweaty as
having
hell?
fun. Yes. It's that's the word I was looking for. Yes.
I guess that's fair. Because I saw something today about some kind of like tournament that they had to increase the like the roster spots for or something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
To like 256. So I guess a lot of people are playing that game competitively, which is fair.
Yeah. Which I like to see though, because like I do love this game. I just I'm afraid to touch online because like even though I'm challenging myself and I'm getting better, it's just people who are like sweaty like that. It's like, come on, let's just have fun, play an anime game.
Is
Make
there
it cinematic.
Is there like a social aspect to it? Is there like text to chat or voice chat?
I think on PC there is, but I don't know about PlayStation, which is what I played on. I'm not sure.
Okay. I was
There could be. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
That'd be terrifying if there was voice. Oh God.
Right. That's what I just be worried about the sweats or toxicity,
Yeah.
You know how that goes with like the competitive games.
Absolutely. That's why I'm staying with just me and friends, if any. So
yeah. You've been watching anything?
I've been watching the Cooler movie. As you know, I've been obsessing over Cooler recently.
Yes.
I don't know. He's becoming a personal favorite now.
Yeah.
I mean, Bardock will always be my favorite for the Dragon Ball series.
Bardock will always be daddy.
Yep. But in second place, I mean, Cooler's there. I don't know.
Very good. He's also one of my favorite characters. Cooler is, I should say. So that's cool. I'm glad to hear that.
That's really about it. Just trying to stay healthy and safe. So.
As I also am trying to do. I been playing a few games, nothing crazy, but I did play a game called Mouthwashing, which I don't know if you've heard.
I've seen some people playing it on our Discord.
It's been around.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's very highly rated. It's just it's like a psychological horror slash thriller.
Hmm.
Um it's in space, which you
Ooh.
already know I love. I love
Yeah.
space. But it's like PS1 style graphics, and it's just very well
Oh, that's
done.
cool.
It's a very disturbing game. Has some very triggering things for sure.
Hmm.
But I recommend that game to pretty much anybody over
Okay.
the age of 18.
I'll have to look.
I'll just preface that.
Okay, cool. I'll have to look
Um,
into that.
yeah, it's worth the money. It's worth supporting the devs. Definitely check that out. What else have I played? I just been kind of going through like the shorter games in my library a little bit with my
Yeah.
time off. Just trying to uh, keep things positive.
Good. As you should. As we
Yeah.
all should. That's why we watch anime.
Yeah. So
All
let's get into our usual little segment.
right.
It's been a week since we've done Japanese, so we're gonna do some Japanese. I have a phrase.
Okay.
And here it is. You've probably heard it many times. I'm sure you've heard this at least once. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. Yeah. Okay.
So, it's a common phrase used before eating a meal. It means I humbly
Ah.
receive. Is to express gratitude to whoever made or served you the meal. Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Or in most cases, and you'll see it expressed a little bit more excitedly. Itadakimasu.
Okay. I like
So-
that. I have heard that.
Yeah. So that is the Japanese of the week.
I like it. I'm writing that down and underlining it.
Yeah. Now, on to the news.
Oh,
Don't worry,
I was
I've
gonna-
got it handled this
all
time
right, good.
and last time, because now I'm slightly more prepared.
Oh, nice.
So I've got a few things here. Nothing
All right.
too crazy. Tokyo Revengers mini anime. So for fans of Tokyo Revengers, you can now enjoy a new miniseries titled Fairy Tale Revengers, which premiered with English subtitles. This bite-sized adaptation provides fresh content, while the main series continues its story of time-traveling gang conflicts. I believe that's on their YouTube channel. Maybe.
Ooh.
Don't take... I didn't find where that is, so don't be mad at me for that. That's my bad. Let me look it up. No, it's not. It's not on YouTube. It's probably... Wait, it is on YouTube. How odd.
Is this like a spin-off? I'm not sure what Tokyo Revengers is.
So it's a popular anime. I've never seen it, but I know it's very popular, and it's been recommended to me several times. And I believe...
Did we talk about that one?
Well, I think Richie might have brought it up
right.
when we... had him
Oh,
on.
I think he might have. Yeah. Okay.
I don't think he saw it, but he mentioned that he wanted to watch it.
Okay. Because it does sound familiar.
So yeah, yes, it does come out on YouTube. I didn't just make that up and then think that I didn't make it up, or that I did and then confuse myself. I didn't do that.
Good. Okay.
Where'd it go? Oh no. I lost everything. Oh God. Where'd it go?
You have blue screen.
There it is. Sorry.
You get blue screen.
Saint Seiya Returns. A sequel to the Saint Seiya, The Next Dimension, was confirmed, giving fans more content from the classic shonen series that's had a lasting influence on anime culture worldwide. So that's the manga that I'm speaking of, not the anime. It's a sequel to the manga. Have you ever seen Saint Seiya?
I have not.
I have not either, but I've seen it around. Like it's been on my Netflix queue, my endless Netflix queue. It's been in my sight, like my peripherals.
Yeah.
So at some point, I will check Saint Seiya out. It's been ongoing for a long time.
So I'm assuming it's a Netflix show then. right?
I don't
Or is
believe
it
it's not
just
an
on there?
original. I don't
Oh,
think.
okay.
Don't. That's not actual confirmation. I don't believe it's an original though, but I believe it.
Okay.
I believe they got the rights to it at some point.
Okay.
This one's kind of cool. There's a One Piece crossover episode.
Oh, that's
Netflix
cool.
has, and this isn't new. Netflix has added One Piece episode 590 to its library. It's a special,
Jesus.
right? 590.
Sorry, just so many.
Right.
Ugh.
It's a special crossover episode featuring Dragon Ball and Toriko,
Oh,
which originally aired back in 2013 and has never been on Crunchyroll or Funimation. So yeah, that's a
Ooh,
cool
that'd be
little
cool.
episode.
Man,
that you can watch.
if only I was caught up to One Piece.
Right,
That would be nice.
right.
Do
But
I have
yeah,
2 days to spare?
right.
Ugh.
That definitely makes me want to check it out a little bit
Yeah.
more for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm also sure it's just a filler episode, so you could probably just watch it, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, even if it's filler, I just like if I see people in different clothes, I'm like, why are they wearing something different? You know?
Right.
So, like, it'll
Right.
throw me off still.
Yeah, true.
I'm one of those people who has to go in order.
Yeah. Ninja Kamui, Shinobi Origins. For those who enjoyed Ninja Kamui, this month you will be able to enjoy a new game based on the anime. It's a 2D side-scroller action game, but it also features a 3D first-person mode, which kind of looks a lot like rail shooters you'd find at an arcade like House of the Dead
That's cool.
or Time Crisis.
Yeah.
At least that's what it looked like to me when I checked out the trailer. The game as a whole has kind of like an old school arcade look to it, which I think is pretty cool. Whether it will be any good remains to be seen, but you can look forward to that this month. Pretty soon, actually, I'm pretty sure. With like next week or so. So yeah, that is the news that I have for this week.
All right. Very good. I kind of have news. It's not really news, but Dragon Ball Daima, right? I think is that how you say it?
I think I just say Daima.
Daima.
Like Daima.
Daima. The dub came out in theaters like the first 3 episodes.
Mhm.
Past 3 days, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
The
I've-
dubbed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen like an anime in theaters before. I kind of want to, but I also kind of don't.
I've seen a couple, and it's awesome.
Is it?
Mhm.
Okay.
I saw the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie in
Ooh,
theaters.
that would have been cool, yeah.
That was
Damn,
fantastic.
man. I just worry about people talking. Like, I don't even like when my cat meows
Mhm.
loud during like a good movie or something. I'm like, shh, gotta be quiet.
No, exactly. I'm the same way, and that's kind of what ruined going to the movies for me in general. Like
Mhm.
it doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen
Yeah.
more than I would like. And it's just I want to
takes you out of it.
experience it the way that I want to experience it. And
Yeah.
with headsets nowadays or headphones, you can get a pretty damn good theater experience at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you could watch it that way too. But yeah, it was very good in theaters. I also saw SAO Ordinal Scale in theaters
Oh, that would have
With
been cool too.
Richie?
Damn, yeah.
a long time ago. So that was good. But yeah, they do have their anime moments, which anime moments. They're good theater moments. I should say.
Anime. Well, and anime moments too.
Yeah.
In theaters, we'll say.
But yeah, the Attack on Titan final compilation is coming out soon as well, or it has already, at least overseas, I believe.
Is that like the last few episodes that they make?
Yeah,
the movie,
it's a compilation of the final parts.
Maybe I'll wait until that comes out to like watch, because I still haven't 100% finished that. So
Yeah,
maybe I'll wait until that comes out to like just get that out of the way.
yeah. And I mentioned in the last episode you were away for was that there's like they've made a special like scene that wasn't actually, is basically never before seen, unless I think it was touched on in the manga that like you got this little spin-off scene so you get like kind of like a brand new scene to see if you go
That's
see it in
cool.
theaters.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, I'll have to experience. I mean, I'm gonna miss Daima. I don't have time to do that, but
Yeah,
maybe the
that's
next time something
totally
comes out,
understandable.
they
Yeah.
should remake the Cooler movie with modern day style,
All I can
please.
say is as cool as it would be, I don't believe I don't know that was
It wasn't good
uh
enough for.
no, it was
Yeah, no.
good. I don't It's just one of those movies that it wasn't canon, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not. Even though I personally believe Cooler's canon because isn't
No,
GT
he's in my canon. He like in my
Yeah.
canon of canons, he's in my canon.
But wait, isn't GT canon? Because I was watching
GT
that.
GT had
Oh no, that's like another universe or something, right?
Akira Toriyama like respectfully acknowledged GT.
Okay.
It's not
I should make
canon,
it.
but he did acknowledge some things at like as canon, I believe.
Because I know there's an episode where all the villains come back to life in that, and there's Cooler in a scene. I'm like, oh, that's Cooler.
Yep.
And then I'm like, wait, is GT canon? Because that
Nah.
makes him canon then. I was delusional. I'm like, please let this happen. I just want him.
Right. No,
I
it's
mean,
not.
Cooler.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like, have you seen Dragon Ball or Super Dragon Heroes or whatever it's called?
Yes.
And Cooler's in that, and man, just make that a reality, please. Make him Golden Cooler with his brother. Like, oh,
Well, have you played that game at all?
I have not. No, I have not.
Well, maybe.
I don't think
It's a good game to get. It's on Steam.
Because I know. Oh, okay. Because I know I have Legends and that other ball one. I don't know where you do the balls. You match the ball colors. I forget what it's called.
I get what you're saying.
Doken or something.
Yeah.
I'm horrible with pronunciation. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. But Dragon Ball Heroes is definitely a cool game to play.
Okay.
And you get a little bit of more of that Heroes universe story, which is not canon story, but
Yeah.
but it is good.
Why not make the movies canon? Honestly, I could get into like this should be a whole episode. It's just us what should and should.
I mean, I think like at some point in time when we do a Dragon Ball episode that we will get into that discussion.
Okay, yeah, we will.
We I think it's fair for us to what we like in our heart. So I'm saying I'm gushing and I'm saying like a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair for if you're a huge fan of something that if you find something to be good content and fits in the universe, that it can be in your personal canon of the show.
Yes.
Which, to other people that might not make any sense, which is fine. At the end of the day, it's not actually canon according to the creator. But Akira did acknowledge GT.
Yeah. I mean, it gave us, Super 17. I absolutely love Super 17. And it gave us like Super Saiyan 4, which I really like that too. It gave us some good stuff.
Yeah. No, GT is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the news unless you have anything else.
No, I don't.
No.
I've been gushing over like just Dragon Ball recently, so I'm just
Yeah, I get that.
really passionate about it right now.
It's easy to gush over Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. So, we're on to the meaty part of this episode. The Japanese and English voice acting segment. So I'm going to start off. What's up?
I said I'm excited.
Yeah. So I'm going to start off with the Japanese side of things. This isn't a top 10. So I just want to preface with that. It's not a top 10. This is just a list of some of our favorite voice actors to show some appreciation.
Yeah.
So here we go. My first one, and this one I think you're going to like a lot, is Kenjiro Suda. This man's voice is so damn smooth. If I could collect all of the Dragon Balls, wait, do you know who it is? You probably know who it is because
that name character. Really does sound familiar. Wait, is this Nanami?
Yes.
Yep. See, yep. I know exactly who this guy is. Yes, his voice is very sexy.
Yep, it's very very sexy. If I could collect, I'm gonna say this again because I wanted to say it. If I could collect all the Dragon Balls and make a wish, I would ask Senran for this man's voice. That's what I would do. Kenjiro is the Japanese voice actor for your boy Nanami in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Hell yeah.
And I'm going to play you a little clip.
Oh.
I also want to say I am going to be playing a few clips. Dean has a few as well for the English voice actors. This very well could get bombed to hell when it's uploaded.
Oh, yeah.
And if that happens, we'll just see what happens. And, well, I'll take it from there. I might have to do a little bit of editing to sort that out, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't.
And if any of my clips are too long, you can just...
Mine are much longer. I already know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
okay.
I might be the one pushing the buttons here.
Okay.
So here you go.
All right.
自分はやりがいとか生きがいなんてものとは無縁の人間。3、40歳までに適当に稼いで、あとは物価の安い国でふらふらと人生を謳歌する。高専を出て4年。寝ても覚めても金のことだけを考えている。呪いも他人も金さえあれば無縁でいられる。金。金。金。金、金。金さえあれば。
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just an amazing,
So
incredible
good.
voice
Yeah.
that I think just can make anyone feel things. I think. That's my opinion.
I closed my eyes and I just like, oh.
Yeah, right.
Took me to a different... I didn't know what he was saying. I don't know, but just, I felt it.
Yeah. I would love to have a smooth voice like that. It's just crazy. Maybe it's just like a lot of whiskey or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you just have to drink a lot of whiskey.
Just about to say that. Maybe it's a lot of drinking. Yeah. Well, then why does my voice sound like this? Like a little annoying creature.
I don't know. So you'd also like to know, Dean, that a while back he also voiced Seto Kaiba.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Seto Kaiba.
That's
great. That's awesome.
Right. Next on my list, Inori Minase. And this one, she's just so great to me. She voices a lot of great characters, but specifically for this that I'm going to mention, she's Rem from ReZero.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I know you haven't seen it because we talked about it and I want you to see it.
Yep.
But so I want to play a specific scene, but I can't because it's very, very long and it's very, very good. It has made me cry a handful of times. Pretty much every time that I've went back and watched it. For those of you who know, you know. It's from episode 10 of season 1. It literally still makes me cry because I went back for the clip and I could hardly keep it together just trying to get the clip. But I do have a separate clip.
Okay.
Which I'll play real quick. This way, obviously, it's going to be hard to get context out of it, so you shouldn't get any spoiler.
Okay.
いずれあなたたちを打ち滅ぼしてくれる英雄が現れます。レムの愛するたった一人の英雄が。ロズワール・エル・メイザース編脅迫が使用人筆頭。今はただ一人の愛しい人。いずれ英雄となる我が最愛の人。夏木スバルの改造人レム。
Yeah, so that's Rem.
I like that voice. It's a good voice.
She's
like
great.
She has like a higher pitched voice, but like with a hint of bass behind it. If
Yes.
that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. Like her voice is the lance pointy part, and then like there's the bass that's like the guard, you know? Like,
Mhm.
there's a slight bass behind her voice. I like
that.
It's,
I like how
it's
you
different.
I like
Yeah.
how you
I've
phrased that.
described it.
Yeah.
Audio engineer here. I got it.
Right. But yeah, she's great.
Okay.
Rem is one of my favorite characters. A lot of people would say best girl. I would say the same. But yeah, Inori Minase.
Love it.
She also voices Hestia and Danmachi. So there's a little bit of similarity there if you've seen that. Danmachi, for those who don't know, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Okay, no, I have not seen that.
So yes, very long name. That's why we call it Danmachi.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So if anyone ever comes up to you, have you seen Danmachi? You're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Is that
It's
a coffee?
But there's a new season of that out right now currently as well.
Oh.
So
Cool. Are there 2 seasons?
I believe it's
Or is-
third season, and there's
Oh,
movies
okay.
as well. There's a lot of side content.
God,
It's very good.
So much.
So if you like isekai, it's a very good one.
Cool.
Next, one of my favorites, Yuki Kaji, the one and only, Yuki Kaji,
Kachi.
Mhm.
Okay.
the one and only Eren Yeager. This man is Eren, and he's fantastic. I have listened to the English voice actor, and is also very good.
Yes,
But-
he is very good.
I'm gonna play you a clip. This is him doing this live.
Oh shit.
And on like some show. I'm not really familiar with this show, but he's doing it in front of people. And
I could never do that.
he is phenomenal.
何にも変わってねえなお前は何にもできねえじゃねえかよ何にも何にもできないままだったよ
Yeah,
Yeah, damn, I have chills.
dude. He's just so good.
Oh my god.
He does a lot of live stuff too. I've seen several clips of him doing live segments like in front of the scenes, like in front of crowds. He's just so damn good. He literally is Eren Yeager.
Oh, that my clips just look like child's play compared to these because like mine are like just.
that
was really
granted.
good.
Mine are longer as well,
Yeah, that's true.
but either way, very good. Yuki also voices Todoroki in My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And in one of my favorite animes, I mentioned this in my top 10. In the top 10 episode was Ace of Diamond. He plays Norumiya, who is one of the pitchers of one of the rival teams in the show.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So, great. Next, I've got. I'm gonna mess this one up. I always, when it starts with an R, it's hard. Like, I have not got my R's down, so please bear with me. Rie Takahashi. She holds a special place in my heart. She plays Yuzuriha in Hell's Paradise. And she also voices Amelia in ReZero as well. She's got a load of other popular characters, but here's a clip of her playing Yuzuriha.
Okay.
私ゆずりはあんたと同業の忍者だよ超お仲間だねガビ君超頼れそうじゃんねえ私と組まないこんな危険なところだなんてもう怖くて何でも言うこと聞くから私を守痛いって何すんのよ
色仕掛けなら通じんぞくのいちのやり方は心得ている
お互いいつ裏切ってもいいギリギリまで利用し合おうって言ってんのそれとも私にビビってんの意外とウブね
So I'm glad you like giggle a little bit
Yeah,
in that
in the
because that
background,
is There is a little bit. It is kind of a funny scene.
Yeah.
And you definitely need to watch the anime. Yeah,
Okay.
she is a great character, and the thing I love about her voice in that character is she has a lot of different aspects. Like in that one scene, she's being friendly, and then all of a sudden she's kind of being seductive, and then she's very the way she can go in and out of different emotions is very good.
It was really good. I mean, that's how you can tell that person's a good like actress, because I don't see the clip, and I also don't know what they're saying, and I still know what's going on.
Right.
And I giggled, like my reaction.
Yeah,
that proves.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah. Honestly, when you giggled at that moment, I was like, God, that's how I know it's good, because that like in that moment, it's the main character, and he's having this moment with her, and she's trying to seduce him, and he kind of throws her on the ground, and she starts like tapping, kind of. It's funny. It's so funny. But yeah, that is Rie Takahashi.
Okay.
Next, actually, so that does it for my my clips. Now I'm just gonna go over the rest.
Okay.
This one, she's just so good. Soda Amamiya. So my earliest experience with her was from Akame ga Kill. She plays a top character of mine, Akame. She also voices another one of my favorite characters, Toka Karishima, in Tokyo Ghoul, which is also another anime that I recommended.
Mm-hmm.
That I believe
it's
you
one
will
of the
love.
top ones.
I believe it will be when you watch this. I believe it will be in your top 10.
Okay.
Well,
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, I feel very confident about that.
Okay.
Minus, all in all, she's voiced many incredible characters that I love. So I'm just going to list some of them off. Mia in Monster Musume. Elizabeth in Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh,
and prepare yourselves for this one.
Uh-oh.
This one's it's just a crazy name. And she's from Aldnoah Zero. It's a Salem vs. Alucia.
Okay.
Yeah, that's her name.
Interesting.
Right. She's essentially like I can't remember, a princess.
Oh wait, it's a Netflix show, right?
It is on Netflix.
Yeah, I've seen this one where they go into like robots and stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
I know this one. I'm like, why does that sound so familiar?
Yeah. And
I've seen that.
And when I brought that up to you, I remember you saying that maybe you saw it, but couldn't quite remember. But I guess that confirms it for you.
I think because I went and looked, and I'm like, yep, I have seen this. I think after that, when we discussed that, I went and looked and been like, yep, I've seen this.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So yeah, she is. It's impressive. She's just voiced a lot of my favorite female characters. I've got Sayori Hayami. She voices Ryu in Danmachi. Rachel in Tower of God. Miyuki Shiba in the regular at Magic High School. A lot of people's favorites, Yor in Spy X Family. Shinobu in Demon Slayer. And Fubuki in One Punch Man.
Oh, okay.
And many more. Next, Yoshisugu Matsuoka. Plays Kirito in Sword Art. Yep. Belle Cornell and Danmachi. They're very that's a character right there. Like you just hear, and you know it's that voice actor. And the beloved Inosuke in Demon Slayer.
Oh, okay.
Also voice acts Betelgeuse and ReZero, and has many more great roles. Next, Miyuki Sawashiro. She plays Shino Asada in SAO, Psycho Busujima in the very bloody and lewd High School of the Dead. Masami in Angel Beats. Yuichi Nakamura. One of his most important roles, Moomin Rider in One Punch Man. But also plays our boy Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Nice.
Tatsuya Shiba in the regular Magic High. Gurren Ichino's in Seraph of the End, which is it's one of my favorite animes. It's something I never mentioned in the top 10 episode, but it's another one of my up there animes, and I wish there was more of it.
Are they not making more? Is it like
Hmm?
done? Is it like done or?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but there could be a good amount of content for it. I just don't know how well it did when it aired. I don't think it did that well, but I liked it a lot. Natsuki Hane. He voices some big time characters. To name a handful, specifically from some of my favorite anime, he's Ken Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul, Tanjiro in Demon Slayer, Kosei from Your Lie in April, Inaho in I'll Know Zero, and Falco in Attack on Titan. And last but not least, this is my last one, I swear. Aoi Yuki. She is the voice of Yuki in SAO. Cruel Tepes in Seraph of the End, which I just mentioned shortly before this.
Mm-hmm.
And Kumoko in So I'm a Spider, So What? Yeah, which is a fun anime that I believe was created by Crunchyroll.
Oh, they actually made it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep, I believe. Oh,
Didn't
I
know
think
they
they
did that.
published it.
Oh.
I believe, but it was good. It was a pretty good one. Basically, it's an isekai where the girl gets reborn as a spider, like a very overpowered spider.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And it's crazy because I
Yeah.
hate spiders a lot, but God, did I love
Same.
that anime. She also voiced Hinazuki in Erased. Erased was in my top 10. Just another great voice actor right there.
Awesome.
So yeah, sorry if I messed up some of those names. I am still working on my Japanese. So yeah, I'm going to hand it over to you now, Dean.
Oh goodness. We could start with the clips I got. So I have 4, just like you. We can start with Chris Sabat. I think everyone knows who that is.
Yeah.
He basically voices pretty much everyone in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so the ones I have listed are
yeah,
like Vegeta and All Might. But obviously,
Yeah.
he does do more than that. But that's
he's
like,
Vegeta, Piccolo, Mr.
Yeah.
Popo.
Yep.
He's basically all of the Ginyu Force except for maybe 2. No, he's not Captain Ginyu, but I think he's everyone else as well. All Might. He's Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. I mean, he's literally
he's just great.
dipped his toe in like every series.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can play play the I have an All Might clip.
You want to play that or you want me to play it?
Yeah, you could play it.
Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus!
Oh God,
Bam.
his voice is so good.
Yes. He
Just,
is a great All Might. I have to say. I have not watched
he-
it in English. But
Oh, you haven't? Oh.
I would say he does a very good job, and it's actually very similar to the Japanese voice actor,
Is it?
in my opinion. Like I think
That's
like
good.
the inflection and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's all very good.
Because it need for All Might, it needs to sound like he naturally sounds like a leader, if that makes sense. Like kind of like we'll get into this voice actor next. Kind of on this list, when Goku talks, I feel safe because I know he's there. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how I feel with All Might. and with his voice. Like
Yes.
it makes me feel like I'm safe now because he is here. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like so, and I think he does that really well. And I met him at the last convention. I stood in line with my girlfriend for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm very jealous of this. Not the
to
4
meet-
hours part, but
Yeah, no, don't be jealous for that. That was something. It hurts. And in the pictures I have of me with him, I look like I'm in pain, but I'm still smiling.
but the picture's so good. The picture's
Yeah,
so good.
he's awesome. And I went there because he was Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho, my favorite anime of all time. So
Yeah.
that's what I went to see him for. And I'm like, you know what? I'll probably never get another chance to meet him. So I'm like, 4 hours it is. So.
Worth.
But yeah, no, he's awesome.
Hell yeah.
All right, so my next clip, we're gonna do is a voice actor named Steve Blum.
Yes.
And I know you know him because one, you sound like him, and two, he's
he's so good.
yeah, he's good. He's Spike from Cowboy Bebop. He's the Toonami Tom guy.
Mm-hmm. Which is the comparisons I've been getting.
Yeah.
Which I like knowing Steve, like it's a massive, massive compliment. Like
yeah.
I like honestly.
You do sound like him.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's I didn't know this. He was Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
Oh really? Oh wait,
yeah.
no, I did know that because I saw he did something at Comic-Con, I think, for somebody. Like speaking as Baraka. I can't remember what it was, but I did see him talk like live as Baraka, which I thought was interesting.
Didn't you say he was?
Yeah, he's Grunt in Mass Effect.
Yeah, Grunt. He was Grunt Mass Effect.
Which I didn't know, which I thought was awesome because I love Grunt and I love Mass Effect.
Grunt's really funny. Your bird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you everyone knows his voice.
He's great.
So yeah, let's
I'll
play the clip I got.
Got it.
Did you do that?
You're tense, I'm calm. You apply excessive force, and I control that force through fluid motion. That means relaxing the whole body so it can react instantly without resistance, without thought. Do you see now? It means becoming like clear water.
Water.
Right. Water can take any form. It drifts without effort one moment, then pounds down in a torrent the very next.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So good. We should get that clip and take the voice out and have you spend like a week. Yeah, try to talk like that. I'll be the guy on the ground. And then you can be that and see how close it is.
I mean, I'd be down. I'd be down.
And then we could do like a side by side comparison, and maybe people can vote on like what's the real one.
I don't want to disrespect Steve.
I don't think
not that he'll ever see it. Like I don't want imagine like he sees it and he like obviously he's probably not this kind of person. He probably would never do this, but imagine he sees it and he's like, wow, mine was so much better. That was like that was so bad. I would cry.
Oh man.
But I would be that would be interesting. Yeah. I would definitely be interested in doing that.
That'd be a fun little test.
Hell yeah.
All right, so the next one. All right, we're just gonna go into probably one of the best in the business. Sean Schemmel.
Mm-hmm.
Never met him. Want to meet him so badly. Mm-hmm. I love watching him play video games like Kakarot or something, and he's just like, he does the voice while he's playing.
It's so good.
It makes it so fun. I mean, he's Goku. He's King Kai. He's I forgot the teacher's name from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. He's that person. He's just a very familiar voice.
I mean, like to both of us, he's just Goku. Like like I shouldn't when I say just he is obviously isn't just that, but he is Goku, right?
Yeah, like for me, he is Goku. Like if they ever replace him, I probably won't feel the same.
Right.
Like he that has been my childhood voice since childhood.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm with you right there. Like, I just can't envision anyone else
No.
trying to voice act Goku. Obviously, we're in this day and age where, like, AI is going like to emulate this and that. I don't even want that. Like, as good as it can be at times, and it can be very convincing and good. Once if when the day comes that Sean goes, I think you just stop there, please.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But let's play the clip. So this clip is just for context.
I know which clip this is, and I love
there's a longer
this
clip. Yeah, there's a longer clip with him and the voice actor for Beerus.
Yep.
And it's go look it up on YouTube. It's a really awesome clip seeing both voice actors like work together like that.
Yeah.
But this is him like in the studio recording that, and man, just watching his face and everything, just
the way he gets into character and just it's just so good. And pretty much anytime you watch this, you're gonna get chills.
Absolutely.
It's great, and there's a good chance you've probably already seen this if you're a Dragon Ball fan. But
absolutely.
Here it is.
I will not let you destroy my
that screech at the end. Oh god damn. Oh my god.
And the impressive thing is to be able to still go on after that. I feel like my voice would be torn to shreds.
It's just I wish I could do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah, very, very good clip. And like Dean said, there is a longer version of that, and you get and you'll get the video side by side with it, so you know what scene it is. And it's so good and awesome to see how he gets into character.
Absolutely. All right, so the last clip I have is a voice actor that many people might not actually know him from anime. It'll be from video games, but Troy Baker.
Yeah.
He plays Pain in Naruto. I know you don't know that yet, but Pain is my absolute there's Shikamaru and then there's Pain. For my favorite characters for Naruto. Just phenomenal voice actor. I mean, he's Joel Miller from Last of Us.
Yeah, he's in terms of my experience with him, which is mostly games. Yeah, he's great. He is Joel. If you're in game speaking, if we're talking about the show, it's a different story because that is no longer Troy Baker.
Which he was in that show.
Yes, he was.
Which was kind of nice. Awesome. Yeah.
Yes, and I know it's not anime, but I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, it's very fun. Also, he's Baki in Baki, which
yes,
I did not know.
I did see that. I did not know that.
I did not know that. It's cool. I'm like, oh, okay. I haven't finished that. I watched one episode, and I do like it. I just was interrupted. I started last week. But he plays a lot of people. Mortal Kombat, he's Aaron Black. He was in. He plays, I think, a lot of Batman in things.
Yes, I did see that as well.
Yeah, but so this is him as Pain in Naruto.
Coming right up.
Feel pain, accept pain, and know pain.
Those who do not know pain will never understand true peace.
I will never forget the pain that Yahiko suffered. And now, this world shall know pain. Almighty push!
That was actually really good.
Yeah, oh god, that speech always gets me. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I was actually pretty impressed by that. That was good. Like, I'm not unimpressed by Troy Baker. I love Troy
Yeah.
Baker. I just like my first time really listening to him voice acting an anime character. That was really good, I thought. Troy also voices the main antagonist in Death Stranding.
Yes, I did see that, and I'm very excited. I don't know what that game's about. I played the first one, still don't know what that's about.
It's so good.
But
It's one of my favorite games.
it looks weird and perfect, so I'm like, yep,
It's so good.
I'm into it.
It's so good. But yeah, he plays Higgs, and
Okay.
he's a great character in that game.
All right.
So that does it for your clips, I think.
Yeah, that's all for my clips, but I do have a few more people that I want to mention. So one is Johnny Young Bosch, I believe his name. He's Ichigo from Bleach. He's the new Broly.
Yep.
He's Lelouch from Code Geass.
Ah, that's right.
Good show, by the way. Let's see. What else is he? Oh, he was a Power Ranger too for like the longest time.
Like the animated series?
No, like the physical
Oh, really?
person. Yeah, the physical one. Yeah,
Well,
because when I was looking him up, I'm like, oh,
what one was he?
he was, I think he was, I think one of the green.
Okay.
Right? No, I may be wrong, but I think maybe green. I'm not entirely sure though. Hold on. But yeah, I always thought that was
That's
kinda
that's
funny.
cool. I didn't know that.
But he's good. Let's see what else. Zach Aguilar. He is from Demon Slayer. He's Tanjiro,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if you've heard that voice actor, but he does phenomenal in that show.
Yeah.
Oh, he does
I've heard
from
some clips.
Don to Don. He's the Okarun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
I
he
didn't know
does
that.
he does that voice. We got Sony Straight. You know who that is? That's Krillin. That's Bardock.
Yes.
Which two different voices. Like
Yep.
I
Very
don't know
different,
how
which
he
is
could
surprising.
separate. How he could separate. One sounds like a badass
Hey, guys.
rebel. Yeah, and then the other one's a bald little goofball. We got Kyle Hubert, so he's adult Gohan, and he's also, is it Fat Gum? Is that his name? No, from My Hero, the big guy, the big dude. That I think he's a teacher.
I
You know what
think
I'm
I know what
talking
you're
about,
talking
though,
about.
right?
Yeah, I think so. It's
What
been a
is
bit
his
since I've
name?
watched My Hero.
Yeah,
So
the really big
it's not at the top of my mind.
fat guy. He does that voice.
The moment I see a picture of him, I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then we have Linda Young, which is the original voice actor for Frieza.
Yes.
She had like that smoker's voice, and like that's the Frieza. I like the voice actor now, like good, voice actor, and it does fit well. But I liked this like the older sounding Frieza, like that,
Yeah.
the scratchy voice. I always thought that was more menacing than.
And plays Baba as well, right?
Yes, yeah. Then we have Stephanie, not Nadolny. I
Nadolny?
think her name is. She plays Kid Goku and Teen
And Kid
Gohan.
yeah, like the younger versions.
Yeah, which is iconic because
Mhm.
it's just all of Dragon Ball and most of Dragon Ball Z. And it's just it's a very familiar and good childhood voice for me personally.
No,
Because
yeah, she's great.
I wouldn't have anyone I don't like the person who does it now is not bad, but it's just like not her voice. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I get that.
But luckily she's coming back for Daima.
Yeah,
So I'm
to
excited
Goku.
about that. Yep, I'm ecstatic about that. And last, I just want to throw a quick shout out to Andrew Chandler. No, I don't think anyone's gonna know because he doesn't do like interviews or whatever. But it's Cooler. He's the voice actor for Cooler.
Gotcha.
And again, I've been watching that recently and just delving into Cooler for some reason. Like I always liked him, but now all of a sudden I'm like, everything needs to be Cooler now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I feel you there.
But that's my list.
Cool. I like the list a lot. A lot of very, very good voice actors there. I know, I know some of them, and the majority of them are the Dragon Ball voice actors, but they're all just so good. They are in their own right?
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, like they're obviously like in other things. It's just for me notably. That's
No, were
where a
these?
lot of them are from.
So was this? This is more like I prefaced earlier. Was this more of like your favorite voice actors, or that you feel like it was like a top 10 for you?
These are just some of my favorites. I mean,
Cool.
a lot of these would be in my top 10, but these are just like
it's just your
notable ones, especially like, since I've been into Dragon Ball more recently. A lot of them are going to stem from that, but
very, very good.
And his name is Fat Gum. I was right.
Fat Gum?
I just wasn't sure, yeah. That's his name.
Doesn't that ring a bell? I'll know it when I see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a little bit of a appreciation segment for Japanese and English voice actors in anime. And voice acting in general. We just want to give a little love to that because voice actors are phenomenal and they don't get enough credit sometimes.
Absolutely.
Especially lately.
They do.
If there's any voice actors that we missed that you'd like to recognize a little bit, let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
I'd like to, or we'd like to hear your thoughts on the names we provided and some that we may have missed, and maybe let us know why you like them, what meaning they have in your life or something like that.
Yeah,
we would like to know.
I always like watching people voice act because like I'm always like interested in it. Like I would love to do that if I thought I was any good at it. So I always like seeing people bring characters to life just through their voice. So.
Yeah, it's powerful, and some of them are just so insanely skilled to be able to voice all these different characters and like really get into character and make them their own for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that, do you have any closing thoughts on what we talked about today? Do you have any thoughts on the Japanese voice actors or anything like that?
Well, I know I definitely want to watch more things in Japanese. Like maybe I should start like rewatching shows.
It's good because honestly, I like doing that sometimes too, and I think it helps a lot if you go from English to Japanese because at least you'll have some context. It'll help you with like the reading a little bit.
Yeah.
And like if you miss something, you'll still have context to the scene. So I think that as opposed from going to like if you're natively English and you're watching Japanese, it's hard to sometimes unless you're used to reading subs to get the context for things if you miss something.
Yeah.
But if you've watched the English dub and then you go to Japanese, I think it's a little bit of an easier transition.
I agree.
So I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. And I do watch things in like I always said, my rule is like I'll watch dub or sub for anime, but I will always watch sub for like live action stuff. Like I always use this as an example. Train to Busan, fantastic. Yes. If I watched it in English, it probably would have ruined it for me. So
speaking of
you know
which,
what I mean?
Think there's a new one coming. Yeah.
I hope so. I really love that movie.
Yeah, it's very good.
But yeah, that's my rule. So like I do still like I could probably watch that movie without sub to know what is going on, because like, you know, I still am used to like the, what are they called, like how people talk. I don't know how,
Like inflection or
yeah, like I know enough like how they act and talk.
yeah.
To
Oh, you
know,
like about how the character should sound? is what you
yes,
feel?
yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, so it's sometimes that can be like touchy because depending on like translation or like there are some characters that like from Japanese to English that the character ends up kind of being actually very different in terms of their inflection and how they act out a scene. But like what I was saying earlier when you know we played the Chris Sabat playing All Might, like that, I was very surprised at how similar that was. And maybe I haven't watched enough dub lately, so maybe it's getting a lot better in the, you know, the Japanese and English, like how a character is acted out. Maybe they're getting much closer,
Right.
in similarity. I don't know. I guess I would know if I watched both, but I was impressed by that. So I mean that was cool. So
Good.
at least in the past, I know that was an issue.
Yeah. It's, well, you bring up actually a really interesting point, because like I think they are getting better, like focusing, like, all right, we have to do it like the original, like to get that, because like I do watch clips like of people like recording and stuff, and they show the original first and how they I think it was someone from Fairy Tale was doing like lines or something, and they were showing her the original in Japanese, and then she tried to replicate that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are getting better at it, because also when I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Z, some of the voice acting, even from Sean, must have been like his first time or something, because like it's pretty not great when you really look back at it. Like it's good, you know, because it's nostalgic, but it's also like, ooh, like good thing they kind of made Kai to kind of remake it.
Because you don't want that to necessarily be like the best version of it.
Yeah,
like it's good in its own right, but like that's like you get to see his growth in a way, right?
Yes.
As
yes,
that
for
character.
sure. Yeah, because when you're watching it back, it's like, oh man, like you could definitely see the age of how they used to do anime and stuff like that. They kind of, it seemed like they just kind of winged it a little bit.
And he wasn't really like, I don't know for sure, but maybe he wasn't at the time so invested in Goku, but over time he really started to feel like he was Goku, right? Like maybe that's just kind of like his personal transformation.
Yeah, but I think they are getting better, and I think that's what you heard in All Might, you know, in Chris Sabat's.
Yeah. Also, that's just respect for Chris Sabat, right? Like,
right. Yeah.
He's just he you know, maybe he just very well might be the English All Might.
Yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, I think that's cool, and to some point in the future, like I know I've touched on this before, that I want to do is I think it'll be an awesome discussion. It'll be a good idea to talk about why people like one over the other. Yeah. Between Japanese voice acting and English voice acting, whether or not it's because you want to read subtitles or not, whatever. But there's reasons why people like one over the other, and I think it'll be fun to get into that discussion.
Yeah.
And try to figure out why exactly it's so polarizing.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's okay to like one or the other.
It is.
Do not like bully or make fun of someone because they like one or the other.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, what if like some people might be dyslexic, like they can't read subtitles, you know, quick enough. Like me, I can't, which is one of the reasons, you know, why I prefer English. But
and
you know, it's not that I can't. It's just
and be a little bit more open-minded, like outside of preference. Like understand that someone might have only ever watched English dubs, and that is good to them. Like that's their good. Like they don't need anything else. That's
their
good,
person,
right? That's what they're used to. That's what they like. They know the characters with that voice. And it's the same thing with Japanese voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that I don't want to get too much more into that discussion because I want to save it for a big old episode. I think it'll be good.
I agree.
So unless you have any other closing thoughts,
no, I don't think so.
then I think it's time. I think this was a great episode.
Me too. I liked. I really want to watch things in sub now.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun going back and looking at trying to find like specific clips for specific voice actors and finding out that they voiced, characters that I didn't realize they voiced.
Yeah.
And how many of that, like of some of my favorite characters that like one person is actually voiced, and I didn't realize they were the same, or I did know it, but there's just a lot that I didn't realize they did. And it's nice I think it's great to give a little bit of appreciation to all these folks,
Absolutely.
And yeah, there's some great English voice actors that you listed, and a lot that I really respect there. Just want to know real quick before I forget, because I already have forgotten, we are not touching on Don to Don episode 5 and 6 here in this episode. It is going to be a bonus episode following the launch of this one, shortly after. So that will be in the bonus episode for this week, episodes 5 and 6 of Don to Don. That was it for this episode, the Japanese and English voice actor, let's call it appreciation episode.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the Anime Odyssey. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon by simply searching the Anime Odyssey. TheAnimeOdyssey. Yeah. So
perfect.
As per usual, let us know what you think about the show. Do you have any anime recommendations? Any suggestions? Like I mentioned earlier, were there any Japanese or English voice actors that you really love that we didn't talk about? Let us know in the comments, and we can touch on it next episode, or we can have a conversation with you in the said comments.
Perfect.
Yep, so I'm Christian. This is my buddy Dean. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back.
Of course. I'm actually really glad to be back. It's nice to focus on something right now.
Yeah, and I'm very happy to have you back.
Thank you.
So that's it for the show. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Have a good one, everyone.
See you.